Right, part 3 of the interview with Bill, the head brewer of Briggs in Cardiff, on this special St David's Day special. The next question would be, are you attending any beer festivals this year, Bill?
Yeah, I routinely attend both the Great Welsh Beer Festival, which is held every year in Cardiff here, and I think for the last 3-4 years now, I've been to the Great British Beer Festival.
Yeah.
And you know, for me, it's you know, I'm always hoping that we'll come away with an award of some sort, and we've come away with a few in the past few years. But it's an opportunity to do a bit of research. There's always someone trying something different there that you know you may want to pick up on something that's been tried and adapt it to your own beer. You know, maybe not immediately, but you've got that in the back of your mind for future. So you know, it's always interesting to see which styles of beer are changing to more popular. You know, I think people's styles do change and what people are going for. Really. So yeah, I enjoy the beer festivals. We hold a few more local beer festivals in our pubs. The Go Major in town's just finished a mini beer festival.
Yeah.
And there'll be a few more of those in our pub estate throughout the year. So I'll try and get to a few of those as well.
Going on people's altering tastes, Briggs SA has always been the staple main drink in Wales. The variants which you've gone on to over the last 4 years, the SA Gold, is that like what you just said then about people's tastes changing? You've adapted to people's tastes to brew this SA Gold, which is a kind of a pale ale with a Cascade hop.
I think you know we SA is one of the trademarks of this company.
Yes.
It's what we're renowned for and people recognise, and the brewery felt there was a place for a variant that actually delivered something different but still took that SA name. And yes, it's very different beer to the traditional SA. It delivers a lot more hop flavour. It's lighter in colour. You know, it's a very different beer to SA, and it's also, you know, it has become our biggest selling bottled beer.
Yeah.
And it's available throughout the whole of the UK through supermarkets in bottle form. You know, there has been a preference, you know, or a resurgence in, or an interest in what we call golden ales, and SA Gold probably led the pack on that.
It's a good beer.
All right, I'm biased. I think it's one of the best golden ales out there. But yeah, it's a great beer. Personally, for me, it's got lots of hop flavour and aroma without being too bitter. So it's a great drinking beer.
If you haven't tried it, order one. Or pop in your local supermarket, it's likely to be there. Next question. Do you have any tips, suggestions to people who are just starting out at home brewing?
Often leave it to the professionals like me. No, honestly, you know, anything, producing any product, if you haven't got the quality, I know if you're producing something you're going to drink at home, but it is about quality. You know, tongue-in-cheek, I would always say, leave it to us.
Yeah.
You know, we can produce the consistency. But if you do want to have a go, then don't compromise on the quality in terms of you will get out of it what you put into it. So it's about the best quality inputs, get the best quality outputs.
Yeah.
So we would say the same about the brewery. It's about quality ingredients at the start. If you compromise on those, you compromise the beer from the start. So.
Yeah. I always buy bottled beers. I've never ever looked to venture into home brewing because I think there's so many different beers you can. I think there's 2,000 beers in the UK to try. So if I was to try making my own, it would be moving away from the beers I could be trying. Moving on to the next question. You produce great beer. Do you have anything new and exciting brewing at the moment?
Well, you've tasted one today, our latest seasonal one. We've been doing that for 3 years with Milkwood, and that's got some interesting raw material in it with rye crystal and the oats in there. We have, through our seasonal beers that we we produce. We're always trying a few different things. I've got a few things coming up this summer that are slightly different. Can't divulge too much more.
You can't give us an exclusive on the Real Ale Guide?
We haven't made our minds up about a few things yet. So, yeah, in terms of mainstream beers, we introduced the Brains Black last year, and you know, in terms of beers that are what we would call our main portfolio beers, then you know they don't get introduced every year. So there's a long lead into those. They take a lot more development and research, and obviously need to be backed with a full product launch. So our test of trying a few different things is through our seasonal beers, and then we take ideas from one year and pass them into different beers the next year as well. So yeah, we do. It's nice to have a play around.
Yeah, that's great, great. That's about it for the questions. I'd like to thank Bill. Thank you very much, Bill, for joining me on the show. Be sure to check out Brains' range. It's got fantastic heritage in Wales and around the world. In the UK alone, you can get their beers in most supermarkets. Give them a try. This Brains Black is absolutely fantastic. It's up against the best stouts in the world. It's right up there with the best stouts in the world. Probably, if I was to go for a beer from Brains, it would probably be the Brains SA or the Brains SA Gold, but the rest of the range is absolutely fantastic. Thanks for watching the Real Ale Guide. Thanks to Bill for joining me, and cheers.